I'm here in my bed with my bed head to say that I look terrible. But also to say that I just finished Holiday Road. I This movie snuck up on me like I can't even explain. I was just like, let me put this on. I love that guy because he's from Most Wonderful Time of Year. That the main lady, I mean, this is an ensemble piece really, but the main lady was in that Christmas at the Golden Dragon movie. I She looks familiar to me, and I guess that's what it's from because I looked up other stuff that she's been in and I don't think I've seen anything. But I love this movie. And I'm just going to tell you, like, it is a road trip. It's these people, they're at the airport. They're all trying to get to Denver from Portland. And they wind up in a van together. And it has some funny parts, but I was literally like crying at parts at the end. Like, it's so sweet. Um, I do have a couple of questions about things, but I don't even want to say what my questions are because I don't want it to be okay. This isn't going to be a big spoiler, but because we see very early on that one of the characters, Dusty, is carrying a bag full of money around, and I was kind of hoping there was going to be some random ass story about why he's carrying a bag full of money. We never get that story, but the fact that he has the money in his bag does come in handy. So, but I was really hoping that there was some going to be some zany backstory to that, like I don't know. I don't know what I wanted it to be. He's a retired bank robber or something, but then that wouldn't be good, and that's not the case. So, no clue. Um, yeah, it's a road trip filled with adventure and misadventures, as they say. They navigate a series of misadventures, and it's fun and it's funny and it has so many sweet family feels in it, and I love it. Five ice peppermint mochas. Five ice peppermint mochas. This is not even going to be 3 minutes long. I'm just going to tell you you should go watch the movie because I don't know what else I should tell you, um, except that I loved it, and I'm surprised at how much I loved it because I wasn't expecting to get hit by a big like pile of emotion by this movie, and yet that's exactly what happened. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of bed and go do something, make something of my life. And thanks for being here. I don't know if this is going to be tacked on with other videos because there are 8 movies this weekend. So we'll see. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hello, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm Jen. Thanks for coming to my channel where I watch things and I talk about stuff in this time of year. All I watch and talk about is Hallmark Christmas movies. Let's talk about Hall at the Holly. It's Hall at the Holly lit up. Guys, I'm bummed. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I did wind up giving this movie a 4 out of 5 ice peppermint mochas. And that is pretty much because, hold on, I want to change my angle. And that is pretty much because of Melissa Peterson. Because Peterman. It's Peterman. It's because she is hilarious. Every scene she is in, she steals. Her line delivery is wonderful. I would imagine there was probably ad-libbing going on. She's phenomenal. Love her so much. Because if it weren't for her, I would maybe have to give this movie a 3. But because she is so delightful and because I laughed out loud many times, I'm going to go and give it a 4. And let me tell you what the problem is with the movie. In this, we're back in the neighborhood. Of course, I can't remember the name of the neighborhood, but where we left Lacey and Wes Brown last year, and they're still together. They don't live together yet, but Lacey's hinting hard at like maybe that should change, like right from the start. And of course, Wes is planning to make that happen, of course, because it's Hallmark. So they are excited because they have found out that moving into their neighborhood are the Johnsons, who won some sort of reality TV show where you decorate for Christmas, basically. They're known as the Jolly Johnsons. And the Jolly Johnsons are the problem with this movie. Because for me, they were too obnoxious for too much of the time. And obnoxiousness is just one of my least favorite things in life. And, like, I don't know. How can I explain it? They were very competitive, and that competitiveness turned into this real obnoxious thing where, they were like, they start out being like, okay, everything that we're going to do is going to be bigger than better than anything you've ever done. But then it just gets, there's too much nastiness and obnoxiousness because of them. And, you know, by the end, everybody gets along and everything is great. But it's like, I've already spent like an hour and a half of having to deal with, especially the mom, how obnoxious she is. So, yeah, it was a lot. It was a real, I was really bummed that there was so much of that. And I get that they needed some idea of, you know, how are you going to make this different? But I was so much enjoying when we were not with them. There were some, maybe a few funny moments, but mostly I was cringing whenever they were on screen. Again, especially the mom. And anytime it was the regular, and then also there's a story character arc with Ned Ryerson, which is Stephen Tobolowsky, who's fantastic, but I don't like the way that they used him in this movie at all. He has some really great moments, but then there's stuff that goes on that I'm just like, I'm not buying this for a single second. So, yeah. It's a real bummer. Like, the more I talk about it, I'm even rethinking my 4. But I'm going to keep it at a 4 because I did laugh so much. Like, it is definitely going to be one of the funnier movies of the year. And, you know, again, I don't know what they would have done instead of this to make this sequel, because I don't write movies and I don't have a bunch of good ideas swirling in my head. I just watch them. But this wasn't it. This wasn't the thing. Or maybe that was just out of balance. You know, like if you have a sandwich and it's like this is a good sandwich, but there's like too much bread. Or this turkey, like for me, like I like turkey, but like I don't want like a stack of like sliced turkey like that thick. Like I want that, you have to get them ratios like just right. I said in my last video that I'm getting a new roof, and so that was what that was, is somebody doing something to my roof up there. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I would say if you're fans of these people, you need to watch it, because again, the ensemble, like Ellen Travolta, Stephen Tobolowsky, especially Melissa Peterman, the lady who plays Wes Brown's mom, like anytime all of those people are together, it's fun. You know, it's in a way like your standard fare, the romance part of this. The romance is really secondary, you know, where that's the other thing that in the first movie, you know, we have that we're pulling for and stuff, and now they're already together. So you already have your first challenge right there. But I feel like this sandwich needed less of the Jolly Johnsons and more Melissa Peterman, basically. And that's how they could have... it still wouldn't have been a 5, though, because of the Jolly Johnsons. So, anyway, let me know what you think about this movie. And do you think they should do another one next year? And if they were going to do another one next year, what would they do? Maybe we can give Hallmark some ideas right here on my page with my tens and tens of followers, right here on my Hallmark YouTube channel or on my Instagram page, depending on where you're watching it. So anyway, that's it. I got more movies to review. So I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you're on YouTube and you want to like it, or if you want to subscribe or you want to do anything like that, oh, I would so appreciate it. It would be so cool. Anyway, okay, thanks. Bye. Hi there. I'm just going to do a really quick review of A Season for Family. I took a nap, and I always get eyeliner right here after I take a nap, and I didn't wipe it off. Do you guys care? I don't think you care. I think it was called The Season for Family. I'll look it up, and I'll put something here if it's wrong. Brendan Penny and I already forgot her name, but the girl from Butler's in Love, the Maxwell Caulfield Butler movie. I liked it. I have to admit, it actually got me all teary with some, there's a lot of good family feels. The kid actors in it are, not my favorite that I've ever seen, but I am coming off of Holiday Hotline where I really like that girl. And, yeah, Brendan Penny's sister is played by the lady who played his girlfriend, then wife on Chesapeake Shores, which, was a little jarring at first because I was like, wait a minute, that's your sister? But, whatever. They're actors. This is going to annoy me. Anyway, I went into this not expecting too much, but it was actually really sweet. If you've seen the commercials, the deal is that they both have adopted kids, and the lady finds out that her son has a brother, and then finds out that the brother is actually in Utah. Her family's from Utah. She does hotel management in San Francisco, and her dad is either the owner or a big mucky muck at a hotel there in Utah where she grew up. And you know, um, this movie has some really standard Hallmark things, like people making silly decisions for silly reasons, or not just coming out and saying things that they should say, like especially to a family member that probably wants to hear the thing. So there's kind of a lot of stuff like that. But I was engaged enough. Like, these people had me engaged enough, and the end, again, really sweet, made me tear up. So, nothing to write home about. You could definitely fold the laundry on the side, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid. I'm gonna do 3 iced peppermint mochas, because I definitely enjoyed it more than checking it twice, but which was 2.5, and but I didn't enjoy it as much as that Where Are You Christmas, which, if I'm remembering correctly, I did a 3.25 on that. So it's pretty standard, fare, but at the same time, I really liked the message about adoption, and the sweet family feels, and yeah, is it something that I would seek out and try to watch again? Not necessarily, but I like the two of them, and the two of them together were fine. Yeah, but it's a 3. It's a 3 because it did move me. So let me know what you think, and I'm probably gonna mash up a whole bunch of reactions together, because there are 8 movies this weekend. So yeah, that's a lot. I mean, this weekend is in starting Wednesday through Sunday. There are 8 new movies, and some that I'm super excited about, like Catch Me If You Claus, which I'm watching right now. So I'll be back. Okay, bye. Thank you for being here. Bye. I think that trying to do a review when I'm exhausted and slightly under the weather seems like a terrible idea. And yet, because I have the time and I'm in the parking lot again, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And yeah, I've had a cold and it sucks. I had my head, the sinus headache is back, and I had that all last week, and then that went away, and then it gave way to this coughing, and nobody cares. I guess I'm just saying that if you're having something like that, like any kind of cold, flu, or whatever, I sympathize with you. I feel for you. It sucks. Anyway, letters to Santa. This is the last of the movies from Thanksgiving that I have to review. Granted, I think I've only posted I can't even remember if I posted any reviews from Thanksgiving week, to be perfectly honest with you. And there are 8 movies, so I'm going to mash up a whole bunch of these because this movie is one of the many movies that is like, so far this year, we've only got like 17 left, I think. Is that true? I can't remember. Or 13 or something. I just counted the other day. It's crazy. It goes by so fast. Because really, we've watched already 23 or 26 of these. I'm not sure. It's a movie, and it's there, and it's fine, and it's not offensive, you know. I like Katie Leclerc. I think that's her name. She's from, oh God, it was a show when she was deaf, and I'm completely blanking on the name. Aaliyah Thompson was her mom, and she's been in some other stuff. She was in a Lifetime movie that I liked. I mentioned when I did the preview about, I can't remember at all what the movie was about. I'm so tired. Anyway, but I like her. This guy, I've never seen him in anything before, but he's very handsome, charismatic. She's a children's book author, and he's a general manager for his mom's restaurant, but he's really like a singer-songwriter, but he's been having to, help out mom in the restaurant because of his dad passed away, and they're currently separated. In the conflict, like, I guess one of my issues with the movie is that the main conflict that they have was that, he was spending a lot of time in the restaurant and stuff, which, because mom needed help. And then also she got an advance for a book that she was supposed to write, and he loaned the money to his mom for, like, to invest in the restaurant. But, like, at the time, his mom Katie Leclerc wasn't aware of all the struggles that the mom was going through financially. And, like, she just tells her later, well, because I don't like, for all my business to be out there and stuff. And I'm like, okay, but if you're the guy and your wife is like, I want to be separated from you because you went and gave this money. This is like one of the things, right? This is the main conflict, that you went and gave this money to your mom. First of all, I feel like that's a little shitty. Second of all, then tell her that it was, explain all the circumstances and stuff. So this is one of those conflicts that, like, we needed to have a conflict, but I ultimately feel like the root cause of the conflict isn't terribly believable. But it's neither here nor there. That aside, the kids are cute. There's a cute dog in the movie. There's a guy who comes along to help. He's like an illustrator, and he's got like an English accent. I thought he was adorable. I hope I see him in more things. And I liked the mom and his mom, and I liked his sister. It was fine. It had some good family feels in it, and it's fine. I give it a 3. Fold your laundry, decorate your tree, have it on. It has some cute moments and stuff, and I don't remember it giving me too many feels, but also I feel really sorry for this movie because, again, there were so many movies last week, and I'm so tired. So, but I remember thinking this is fine. I didn't have, like, major expectations for it, and it's there, and it's a movie, and let me know what you thought about it. And if you're here and you're on YouTube, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Sorry if I've repeated this for the 12th time. If you want to like or subscribe, because if I mash this up with other videos, I will have already said. If you want to like or subscribe, please do. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm just glad you're here, and I would love it if you can comment and share what you thought about this movie, or anything else that I'm talking about if I mash this up with some other videos. Okay? Thanks a lot. Bye. Hi, I'm Jen. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this on Instagram, welcome to my feed, because maybe I'll post it there, because sometimes I do if the videos are short enough. And on my channel, I watch things usually and I talk about it. Sometimes I eat things and I talk about it, but mostly I watch stuff because, That's what I do. I watch things. I mean, like I have a real job that I have to go to, which gets in the way of me watching things. But then, the rest of the time I watch stuff. So anyway, if it's your first time, welcome. And yeah, I ramble. So I appreciate you being here. Anyway, let's talk about that movie that I saw over Thanksgiving. And it has the word Notting Hill in it. And I want to say it is Christmas on Notting Hill. Sounds legit, right? I liked it fine. It was fine. Here's the thing, and this is so odd. The actress who's in this movie, she was also in A Kismet Christmas last year or the year before. There is something about her that I find distracting, and I don't know what it is. At one point, I was trying to figure out if it was like her eyes or her eyebrows, like if her eyes were slightly different or if her eyebrows were like darker or something. Would I be as distracted as I am? And I don't know the answer to that, and that is so stupid. But I'm just being completely honest with you, because you may go and watch this movie and be, Jen, what are you talking about? This movie is amazing, because you weren't distracted by this stupid thing that I'm saying. But there is something about her, and it's not just that, but there's just something about her that distracts me. I cannot put my finger on it, but so I'm going to that's just full disclosure right there. That being said, I enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would enjoy this movie, because going into it, I was like, I'm pretty sure I said something like, this sounds like the movie Notting Hill, but like if you bought it on wish.com. So like, like a low budget ripoff of that movie, which is a great movie with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts. But it was actually fine. It was fine. I like that it's set in England. I love all things with an English accent. The actor who plays the male lead, I don't think that he's been in anything before, but I actually really enjoyed him, and I think he really is English. I like the girl who played her sister, and I don't remember if she's done anything before, but I think ironically she's English in real life, but she's American in the movie. And yeah, it's one that you can totally just put on, decorate your tree, fold your laundry. It's fine. It's, yeah. I mean, there was stuff that I liked. There were family members that I enjoyed at one point. So she is a special education teacher who, like, I want to say maybe focusing on PE type stuff, because we see her like leading like a PE class when I first meet her. And her sister lives in England because she went there for a job, and she's going to go spend Christmas there, and their dad comes, and yeah, that's why she goes over there. And in the meantime, she's trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life, because apparently when their mom died when they were young, she was going to go away to college, but she wound up going to community college so she could like take care of her younger sister, help her dad take care of her younger sister and stuff like that. So she's kind of at a crossroads in her life, because she's applying to this thing where she can go work abroad. And, and then she's got this other offer that would just like keep her where she is. And so, meaning geographically speaking. So she's at this crossroads when she goes there, and she winds up meeting this guy. I can't remember how she met him. We saw this movie a few days ago. But there were 8 movies this week, guys. There were 8 movies last week. Today is Thursday. And we've got a new movie. Like, this is the beginning of the new week, and I haven't, like, done my reviews for last week. So, like, for the most part. So, forgive me. But she meets him, and he is, he's a famous soccer player. And the rest of the world calls it football, and we call it soccer. And he is kind of going through it because he's got an injury, but he's excited because she doesn't know who he is, and so it's just like he can just be himself and not have to worry about like she expects anything out of him because of who he is. And he finds that he thinks that's great. So Yeah, and I like them together, and I guess I bought them together. And there was a conflict that she had with her sister that I thought was, um, I feel like I remember like thinking it was pretty stupid or something, but I'm not sure. Um, or there was something that was going on where I was like, I just don't even like this character. But again, I think that's my bias for this particular actress. That whatever let's put it this way: if I were to see that she's going to be in a movie, I would be like, but again, I don't know why. That's my own stuff that I'm bringing to this, and I'm just telling you guys so that you can see I have a thing, okay? So, but anyway, but I'm still telling you I like the movie, and I hope you guys like it too. Like it was fine, and I think that I decided on a rating, and I wrote it down somewhere, and whatever it was, I'll put it over here, and it was at least 3, and it might have even been 3.25. I'm not sure, but it's fine. It's good. It's good for, just background. And oh, there's one point where, she's meeting, they go out to, they do a lot of hanging out with. Oh, so this football player guy winds up being the half brother of the guy who is her sister's boyfriend, because it's a small world. And it was also to me ridiculous that the sister had never mentioned that her boyfriend's half brother was like a famous soccer player, because I don't know how famous he's supposed to be. I don't know if he's supposed to be famous like Beckham or like Pele, who are apparently the only soccer players that I can name. That's how much I watch soccer. So I just thought that would have come up in their conversations, but then they weren't. They were also saying that they weren't doing as good a job of keeping in touch with each other as they should, because she didn't know how serious she was with the boyfriend, etc., etc. Anyway, put it on, decorate your tree, fold the laundry, do whatever. Probably, I feel like I'm behind, even though, tomorrow is December 1st, but I feel like a lot of people are like already ahead, and by the time you watch this, you're like, what are you talking about? We already have our tree, we already decorated our tree. But anyway, hopefully I'm going to get mine this weekend. I've been sick. I've been working and whatever. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to say, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you, like I've recommended before, put this on while you cleaned a toilet or something, let's say. Let me know what you think about this movie. If you, like me, liked it, fine. If you, like me, liked it a whole lot better than I did, because you didn't have any problem with that lady's eyes or her eyebrows or anything else about it. So, thanks for being here. If you're on the YouTube watching this, and if you want to like it, if you want to subscribe, it makes my day. It really does. So if you want to make an elderly lady's day just because, that'd be amazing. And you're great for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll be back with whatever I have to talk about next. Okay, bye. Hi. If you're new here to this YouTube channel, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. I watch things and then I talk about them. Pretty much is the gist of things, the gist of how things go. There were 8 movies last week released, starting with Wednesday night and ending with Sunday night. And I watched them all, and now I'm basically marathoning doing reviews of everything, because this is my project that I like to do. Just because I decided it was my project. I have a real job. It is not being a YouTuber. It is not being a professional film critic. I just love to do this. This is my hobby. Old people need hobbies. Anyway, let's talk about Our Christmas Mural. First off, I like this actress. I don't remember if she's been in anything before. The only thing distracting about her is that she kept reminding me of some sort of like Emily Deschanel from, I think that's how you say the name, from Bones. There was something about her that was reminding me of her, but then also something that was reminding me of Catherine Dennis, who is from the reality show Southern Charm. And so somewhere in there, she was reminding me of that. She's a single mom, widowed, and she's got a job. We have her cameo right off the bat. It's Benjamin Ayers looking fine. Oh my god. He plays her boss at this gallery. She's an artist, but she's working like as a curator, I want to say. And he is telling her, like, I don't know about job security because we didn't get this grant that we needed. And she's like, that sucks. And she was going to go home for Christmas anyway, I believe. And so she goes home for Christmas, and her mom unbeknownst to her, enters her into this mural contest. And of course, she wins. And so she's got to do like a mural for the town. And what I liked about this movie was, oh, and then when we first meet the male lead, and I can't remember his name, but he distracts me too because to me he looks like the guy from Veep, um, whose name I can't remember, but that's who he reminds me of. And he was in the movie with, I've never watched anything with him. I've only watched the beginning of the movie he was in with Eloise Mumford, where she was a chocolatier. But they meet, and he, because he wants to buy all this paint. This is before she knows that she's in the mural contest, and she doesn't know why, but it turns like it's out that it's because he runs this after school program. Anyway, he comes in second in the mural, but she winds up getting him to help her with stuff. And she has this kid who's actually really adorable. He's going through it because of losing his dad, and this guy also does art therapy, and so they bond over that because he kind of like gives them some help with things. And I like the guy who is his friend, and I like the girl who plays her friend, and it was actually a sweet little movie. Like, it kind of took me by surprise. Went into this expecting absolutely nothing, so I was really pleasantly surprised, and I wonder if you would enjoy it too. Yeah, I like them. I thought the acting was good. There was moments between her and her mom that I thought were really, really sweet. There was one conversation in particular that they had that was just like, oh my God, it made me miss my mom so bad, because moms are freaking amazing. And if you have one, go hug your mom or give her a call or something like that, because they're great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It gave me some actual genuine feels. The romance was nice. The nice Christmas feels, and yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. I mean, fold your laundry, decorate the tree, um, what have you, while you put it on. But I gave it some sort of rating that I've already written down, and I will put it up here. But yeah, I liked it, and let me know what you think about it. And if there's something, because I took notes on things and then I forget what they are because I don't go look before I start talking because I'm not that bright. But let me know what you thought about it. And thank you for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, if you want to like it, if you want to subscribe it, I'm probably going to mash this up with another video. So another video or 2 or 5. And you're going to hear me say this like 19 times. But if you want to like it or subscribe or something, that'd be hella cool. I'd appreciate it. Okay, thanks for being here. I'll be back with more.